I'm not a day late, you're a day early. Time is an illusion. Suck my fucking dick. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for this week's video, so I thought I'd turn to the YouTube comments for help, like a fucking idiot. I got some regular topic ideas as requested, but I also got a bunch of weird messages and requests to do ASMR. I know exactly what happened. It was because this person was the first one to comment and they brought up ASMR, and I'm pretty sure the whole thing just turned into a fucking meme. I have dabbled around the idea of doing something like that, and if that's something you're interested in, then leave it in the comments. That said, let's see what you degenerates want. Is ChuckECheese a restaurant? Yes, and I will die on this hill. ChuckECheese is a place where you can get food. You can do other shit. You can go to an arcade. You can like watch a fucking show or whatever. But like McDonald's is a fucking play place. Does that mean McDonald's stops being a fucking restaurant? I know you can get food there. I know you can sit down and get the food delivered to you. I know you can eat there. I know you can pay after you're done. It's a fucking restaurant. All the criteria meets up with a fucking restaurant, and there's like an arcade or whatever to decide. I remember a couple years ago I said to my ex that I was going to take him out for a fine dining experience, and I took him to ChuckECheese. There's a reason he's my ex now, but I had a good time at least. Why I'm better than you in Garfield Kart Furious Racing? Okay, bitch. Listen, you're not better than me. I'm worse than you. Don't make yourself the main character in this. Maybe next stream I'll do Garfield Kart Furious Racing. I'll have to do some challenge. I don't stop playing till I get to level first or whatever. That'd be a good idea for a charity stream actually, because it would take me like 2 fucking days to get anywhere close to first. There'd be so much time for fundraising. Talk about cereal, but god damn it. Cereal's fine. I guess. I'm not normally a cereal person. Normally for breakfast I have toast. Maybe if I'm crazy I'll have a bagel. There's a cereal that I'll have whenever I visit my parents though. I think it's called Harvest Oats or some shit because I'm fucking 67. But shit tastes good, dog. I don't know who the fuck made oats, but they were cooking. Now that said, it's interesting you bring this up because me and a couple friends were talking about which cereal mascots we would fuck. A friend told me that he would fuck the Captain Crunch Captain because he's a man in uniform. I said, who the fuck did you think? Look at me. Who the fuck do you think I said? And it wasn't the Cookie Crisp Wolf. He's too much of a twink for me. Are tacos sandwiches? I think I would say yes, because in my mind, sandwiches don't necessarily need 2 individual pieces of bread. Because think about it. Open-faced sandwiches are a thing. Those motherfuckers only got 1 piece of bread on them. So tacos, it's just 1 conjoined, really flat piece of bread, right? It's the same thing with hot dogs, you know? Because it's like it's the 1 piece of bread technically. But it can pass as a sandwich, because, you know, all you need is 1. Why don't you use more contractions like it's what it's? Listen, motherfucker, if you make any more contractions, I'm gonna make sure you contract gonorrhea. Talk about Twitch and ASMR. Are we talking like my relationship with Twitch or like Twitch as a platform? Because I have opinions on both. I don't particularly think it's an amazing platform, but I respect that it's like the last garrison against YouTube, just getting a monopoly on every single thing involving video online. As I said in my Goodbye YouTube video, which has aged like milk, I'd said that one of the reasons I wanted to get the fuck away from YouTube is because they were getting a monopoly on everything. And I also pointed out that if Twitch keeps being stupid, they're gonna get the monopoly on video streaming as well, which would fucking suck, frankly. I have considered multi-streaming in the past, but I do not want to go back on my word more than I already have. So any future streams are gonna be over there on this, wherever I'm pointing. I know Kick is technically another competitor to YouTube that kind of stands its own to my knowledge, but I can't help but feel like Kick is to Twitch as Rumble is to YouTube, you know what I mean? Like it's a viable competitor in terms of numbers, just the numbers aren't comprised of a crowd I want to be associated with. And you might be thinking to yourself, you talk so much about streaming, why don't you fucking do it? And the answer is I do, or I used to more frequently than I do now. I told myself I'd get back into streaming this year, and I have streamed a grand total of 2 times, and that was it. I also said back in this video that I'd be doing a charity stream sometime soon, and I implied it would be during the month of January. Remember that? To be honest, it hasn't really occurred to me to start doing more stuff on Twitch yet, just because I've been a little bit busier recently with my time, especially now that I'm focusing more on YouTube, and I want to say trying to get this channel off the ground, but that's not really, I don't mean off the ground as in finding an audience. I don't give a fuck about that. An audience is nice to have, and obviously uploading these videos online, there has to be some level of narcissist in me that wants people to see this shit. But at the end of the day, I just like making shit, and I find that shit creatively fulfilling, and that's why I'm uploading it here. I had the same logic when I was on Twitch, because I love the community and the interactivity aspect of it. And I feel like if you don't have at least one of those elements, it's not gonna be a lot of fun. We all gotta start somewhere, obviously, and I do enjoy my time on Twitch, but sometimes it can be a little bit... I need to put a disclaimer that obviously if you don't watch my streams or you're not interested in streaming, I don't fucking care. You're not obligated to view me. I'm not gonna fucking guilt trip you into doing that, because people who do that are the fucking worst kind of people. But that said, it can just be really hard to get geared up and motivated when you don't have people to bounce off of, at least when it comes to live streaming. Because there are times when the chat is lit and popping off, and then there's other times where the chat is dead, and it's like, You know, if I wanted to play shit by myself, I just wouldn't stream. The Sonic Advance 3 stream didn't have that many viewers, I think just because I didn't really promote it well, and also it was Sonic Advance 3, which is such a fucking niche thing. So I would like to do some more Twitch stuff in the future that actually relies and leans in more onto interactivity, because that aspect of it has always been a lot of fun for me. So yeah, that was me talking about Twitch. Next question, how are you not a husky? Look at this image. Look at this image. You tell me what looks more badass here. Baths are better than showers. I mean, yeah. Who the fuck says showers are better than baths, dog? I fucking love baths. The ideal bath experience is when you just pour in like fucking boiling water to the point where like your skin is peeling off and you just dive right into it, and it just like all your muscles detense, probably because they're dying slowly, and then like it's just it's heaven. As in, we'd be going there because you're dead. What the fuck was... Should I do another take? Now, there's some troglodytes out there who will be like, oh, I don't like taking baths because at some point you're just bathing in your own filth. And those people are what I like to call fucking stupid. And most importantly, who's a good boy? Sorry, what was the question? All right, let's do one more. I got enough brain cells for one more. How life is absolutely horrific, but also beautiful. Well, life is horrific, obviously. Like, there's so much going wrong in the world right now. I'm certain every one of us can agree with that. And the worst part is that it's so finite. Like, we all talk about how eventually things will get better, but who knows if we'll actually be here when the things get better. But I think a beautiful part is that all of us, every single one of us, has a little bit of stardust in them. A friend of mine told me this a long time ago. All the shit that the stars are doing back in the fucking Big Bang made a bunch of elements that we could not live without. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. So in a way, we have this mortal coil now that's our lives as we know it. But we have lived before. We have gone through millions of miles of space, and they have assembled together here in a way that makes us who we are. We might not live to see a better society or humanity solve all its problems. But when we do leave this mortal coil, there will be a part of us that goes back out and continues on its journey, living on as though we did, just going through space, finding new frontiers, eventually having a part of new life. And I think that that is something beautiful to think about. The fact that we, this collective that makes up you, won't be around forever. But the parts of you and the things that make you you, they'll still go on to do beautiful things. And that's something important to remember. Also ASMR. God fucking shit! I was serious about the ASMR thing, by the way. I listen to a lot of it, especially to help me sleep, and I always have had a little bit of an interest in it. But if it's something people are actually interested in seeing, fucking tell me, and I'll actually put effort into it. Maybe. Thank you very much to Goran, Hakaimono, and Foxy Boy for being on my Patreon. I'm very sorry this video was a day late because I know that you guys have a financial investment in me. Everyone else I don't give a shit about. Alright, thank you for your weird ass questions, you fucking degenerates. I gotta go now. Fuck all this.